What's going on, guys? It's VinVin520 coming at you again with another Gears of War commentary. And I don't know if I've actually posted this gameplay already, but I don't have any game footage right now. I need to go and capture some one day when I get time. But this week is a little busy for me, so I'm not probably going to do that. There'll be a video on Wednesday though. And I guess you guys have noticed there's been only like 2 videos a week, and that's just because most of my school time is taken up Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And so that's kind of why I don't put out a video then. I mean, I could always put out a video on Sunday, but more recently I've been like, either just feeling like chilling or just doing schoolwork on Sundays, so nothing's been going on. But what I wanted to talk about in this commentary today was, as we all know, Call of Duty Ghosts is coming out tomorrow, and I'm going to pick up my copy, so I guess you can expect to see a lot of Ghost gameplay, when I start recording or whatever, Maybe I'll do like a intel guide if I find all the intel or something like that. If there's if there's a lot of intel like that and I'm able to actually find it all, which I doubt is going to happen. But the thing about Call of Duty Ghosts is that, are you excited for it? And what I mean is, like, when was the last time you were excited for a Call of Duty game? They come out with a game every single year and they add a bunch of new features which are really cool, but at the end of the day, it's usually generally the same exact game, but it's either smoother, faster, maybe the controls are a little improved or something like that. And I think the reason for this is that they've been putting out games every year consistently since, I think, Call of Duty 3, if I'm not mistaken, because it was Call of Duty 3, and then it was Call of Duty Modern Warfare. But what was so interesting about Modern Warfare when it came out was that it was Modern Warfare. Until that point, for the most part, we've only had games from Call of Duty that were World War II. And, while World War II is interesting, we had plenty of World War II games on PlayStation 2. We had plenty of World War II games on, probably even like Nintendo 64 or something like that. It's just, there was an influx of World War II games. We were tired of that. So when they finally came out with Modern Warfare, it was such an interesting concept. We're fighting today with newer weapons, with newer explosives, and, new things. I remember when Call of Duty 4 came out, I actually got into the beta program for the game. So I was able to play the beta, and it was astounding compared to Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. Call of Duty 2 or Call of Duty 3. Because they had implemented now, sprinting was a new thing. You could go from place to place on the map faster. They had these kill streaks, and these kill streaks, you get a couple of kills, and now you could get more kills for only getting a couple of kills in succession. It was amazing, and it was groundbreaking, which is why it was so interesting and so entertaining. And, I think the jump from Modern Warfare to Modern Warfare 2 was a very good jump as well, because Modern Warfare 2 improved on everything that Modern Warfare didn't, as well as being a smoother and more coherent experience or whatever. Plus, there was more kill streaks to get, and so the variety of it was just really cool. And for me, Call of Duty kind of started slowing down a little bit when Black Ops came out. Like, me personally, I will always buy the Call of Duty games, because I bought the first Call of Duty 2 when it came out on Xbox, and I was a fan. So, I will always buy the Call of Duty games, even if I'm not good at them. It's just kind of like a tradition. Just like, I'll always buy the Gears games if they come out, because, Gears is like my favorite series on Xbox, and so, I'll always want to play it. But Modern Warfare 2, it helped create Call of Duty. It turned Call of Duty into the juggernaut that it is, because there was a lot of people on Call of Duty 4, but when Modern Warfare 2 came out, there were so many more people that got on the game, and that's when it got its real fan base, and for me, Modern Warfare 2 was also kind of a communal experience with my friends, because we got together almost every single day after school, and we would play Search and Destroy. We would have so much fun, me and my cousin. We would play that game with all of our friends, and we would just hang out. It was a good experience, and we definitely always had a good time on that game. And now it's kind of hard, even with all the flaws that game had, like Danger Close, Commando Pro. In the beginning you didn't really care about these things, but as time went on and people started abusing these things, and I kind of blame the whole Danger Close and one-man army thing to Fisticuffs, because Fisticuffs was the guy that made the video who released that information, or he was the first video that I seen about this, claiming you could have infinite ammo with one man army. So that's kind of, to me, where it all started. And sorry, I'm a little sniffly. It's so cold in this room that I'm in right now. But yeah, it was like, despite all of its problems, it was, to me, the most fun Call of Duty game, And then Black Ops came out, and Black Ops was a lot of fun. It had a couple of new things, and I think I was a little bit better at Black Ops than I was at Modern Warfare 2 when it first came out. But that was only because of the party games that they had, the one in the chamber, the game with the arrows. I can't remember what it's called, Sticks and Stones. Those games, I was good at those, and that's mainly what drew me into Black Ops 1, because it was a new, interesting mode. It was something new that, Modern Warfare 2 didn't have. And there was the whole system of earning money and things like that and buying. And when you got into the game, it kind of really wasn't that important, but it was cool at the time, and it was enough to rake me in. And Modern Warfare 3 came out, I don't know why I'm going through all the games chronologically, but I guess I may as well continue. So when Modern Warfare 3 came out, it honestly was nothing special. I was not impressed, by the game per se, but honestly, it was probably my favorite Call of Duty in the respect that it was the one I was the most good at. I was better at Modern Warfare 3 than Modern Warfare 2, and I was better at it than Black Ops. And so that's kind of really all it has in this, place right now. It has nothing else than that. And the thing that bothered me so much about Modern Warfare 3 was the lack of color in that game. It was so gray, and the color palettes were just all dull, and it was just not an interesting experience, for me anyway. And the storyline was okay, but they can only go so far with these Call of Duty storylines. It's usually just one guy who does something crazy and then is able to mess up the whole entire world. And Black Ops 2 is a complete, is a complete in one package of that story, which I just told. So then I guess there's Black Ops 2, which has come out now, and I wasn't really excited for it either, and it's kind of, at the same time, it's fallen off of my radar of games. I had a fun time playing it for a little while, but for the most part, it's kind of forgettable to me, because there was nothing really too new other than the zombies. The zombies, is another communal. God damn it. Who the fuck is texting me? I don't know. Somebody ruined my recording. I'm sorry. But let's continue anyway. The zombies were another communal thing, and even back in Black Ops 1, that was kind of what brought me and my friends together to just play around and have fun, have a good experience. But other than that, to me, it wasn't that serious. And, now Ghosts is coming out, and to be honest, I'm not too excited for Ghosts. Even though I'm getting the game, I'm getting it because it's the newest Call of Duty game, and that's kind of the only reason. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but I think when they start releasing games every year, this is what happens. You buy it only because it's new, because you want to get away from the one you already have. And the thing is that, despite me saying all this, I can't say to them, you should probably wait longer to make games, because then Call of Duty is going to lose, its interest in the gamer community, because, people don't want to wait for things all the time. And, but the thing is that would make the games better, which is the funny thing. So I don't know, it's just, gamer and producer have to try to work together. And this even is with all the other games. They started bumping out the Assassin's Creed games every single year. And while they've done a good job maintaining the storyline of the game, you kind of don't really get excited for the game when it comes out, because of the fact that, it's already something you've kind of seen and done before. Assassin's Creed 4, I hear, is just Assassin's Creed 3 with some of the messed up mechanics fixed. And that kind of, to me, is just what the hell is the point of buying it? And I played Assassin's Creed 2, and I really enjoyed it, but because of the fact that they come out with games every single year, I don't want to have to keep up with that, honestly. And that's just me, I don't really care to keep up with that franchise, I guess, just because I never really started with it in the first place. The first Assassin's Creed game I played was Assassin's Creed 2, so that already shows you. And the only reason I played it was because it was free. So that kind of shows you where I stand in that series. But I guess the main point I'm trying to make is that, why we're not excited for these games anymore, even though it's the newest game in the series and it's gonna be a good game. We're gonna enjoy it while we have it, but you're not excited for it just because this is something we're already used to. And I think this is the same thing with the Xbox One and the PS4 coming out. Like, the consoles right now, there's kind of nothing wrong with them as far as game production. Like, games can still come out on these consoles for years, which is why, even though I'm getting my Xbox One and I'm definitely excited for it, at the same time, I think to myself, or I thought to myself before they announced the newer consoles, like, how can consoles get better? There's already really good graphics, really good gameplay, really good multiplayer. And so I think that's what it is. Most of these consoles are kind of the same thing again and again and again. And the Wii U is a complete testament to how people kind of aren't excited anymore. So I don't know. Something needs to happen within the gaming community that will like spice it up again. I don't know what it will be, but I know it will come at some point. And hopefully it'll be more interesting. I mean, it's interesting, don't get me wrong, but everybody's so jaded, and we need to get past that. Like, for whatever reason, we need to get past it cuz you know, why not be excited about something new, It shouldn't just be routine. But either way, I guess I'm running out of things to say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Have a nice day, guys. Peace.